Alright, gentlemen, today we are going to do a new project. This will be our security project. You can think of the ways that you might want to use this. Remember to select Visual Basic, Window Forms, and save it at the appropriate place. Let's just choose maybe D drive. Let's just call this, okay, let's just select D drive, and let's call this ADM Security. Alright, make sure create directory for solution. Basically what happened for us is that this lesson is to teach us about the if function. So if the digits are correct, then we will be able to go to the next form, which is the next level. So we should be able to see this form coming up. So let's just use a simple checker. So our button will be our checker. Let's just click up this button. Instead of calling it button 1, we can change the text to make it call submit. So once the password is correct, the user can submit this. So let's just choose a simple text box. Okay, let's just increase this a little bit so the font is not so small. We can change it to maybe 16, or maybe you can max it up, change it to 20. So once you click on OK, you realize it's slightly bigger. You can move it a little bit lower and use the label to click and drag the label to give instructions to the user. So once the label is out, you can actually key in the text. Look for the text here, label 1. Instead of using it as a label 1 text, you can give an instruction very simply like key in a digit to enter the application. Alright, so a digit, presumably people should know it should be 0 to 1, else you may want to be more specific. Key in a digit 0 to 9 to enter into the apps. So press enter. So right now this is my cover app. So this is form 1. So once people get this correct, you might want to bring them to another form 2. So how do we get form 2? Let's prepare the form now. Let's just right click and just add a new window form. Okay, so you click on it, you should be able to see window form. It should be called form 2. We just use this and add it in. You'll see form 2 here, which is empty. Form 1 is here, while form 2 is here. So you might just want to put a simple label to call it success, so the people will know that, wow, you have managed to come in. Okay, this is using just 1 digit. Later we might improve this to 4 digit, and you can get to try it out on your own. Alright, at the meantime, let's just go back to form 1. People can key in any number here. Let's just start and see how it looks like. So the form, once you start, it will look something, it's still building. So once it finished building, you can see it appearing. It looks almost exactly like this. Alright. While we wait, you can think really how are you going to make it appear to be more professional later. So you can key in 1 digit, 2 digit, but the idea is that this should be limited to 1 digit. Later we'll test, see whether you know how to constrain this to 1 digit. You can submit all you want, but right now it doesn't happen. So let's use the button as a check function. So how do we move on to this? So let's use a simple movement first. To basically, once this is correct, we should close this form and hide this form and show the other form 2. Let's just do the simple one first. Let's double click on submit button. You will come to this place. So if people click on this button, you would want form 1 to close. So you can type in my form. Let's see whether this works. Doesn't seem like it's working. Form 1, okay, me. Okay, we use me dot height. Quite simple, right? Me height, then form 2 to show. Alright, so me refers to form 1. Alright, and after that, once it's hidden, form 2 should show. Let's just run it and see whether is that possible. Let's start the compiling. One is compiling, you realize that now it is ready. Even if I don't key anything, once I click this form 1 should hide and form 2 should be shown. Alright, so you see form 1 is nowhere in sight because it's been hidden. So now this enables us to come into form 2. So you realize that for the active form, it is called me. Very simple, right? Alright, now let's put in let's stop this. Remember to stop debugging because the form 1 is actually still hidden. It's not off, it's not closed. So now let's go to submit form. So if the number there is correct, okay, so let's use a if function to check. If, what is the if that we are looking at? This is a text box 1. This is called text box 1. So let's go and say if text box 1 dot text. That means the text inside text box 1. If it is equal to 1, then I press enter. You will see then and end if. So if text box 1, the text inside text box 1 is equal to 1, then what do you want to do? Of course, I want to hide myself and show form 2 and show a success. Then of course whatever I start I must end. So let's start the ball rolling and see whether it happened if I key in other. So now if I key in 2 and I press submit, nothing happened. If I click 0 and click submit, nothing happened. But if I select 1 and I press submit, you should see that it moves to a success form. So this is just a way for you to check whether you can. This for security check. Okay, so once you close the form, remember always click on stop debugging. How do I use do? Alright, you can move on to the second part once you have finished this part and you know what to do. Alright, so this is the end of first part. Control F.